Good morning everyone, myself Innorin Mondol, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department. Today I am going to present an important topic, Engine Clutch Part 2, related to automobile engineering. Let's start the session. These are the main contents, single plate clutch and multi-plate clutch. Let's discuss one by one. I have told earlier in my first video, clutch part 1, these are the various types of clutch. I have discussed cone clutch in my earlier video. In this lecture, I will discuss single plate clutch and multi-plate clutch. Single plate clutch. It is a type of friction clutch in which power is transmitted by means of friction between the contact surface, usually called clutch plates. As name suggests, this clutch consists of only one clutch plate with both side friction lining, frictional surface. These surfaces have high coefficient of friction. Single plate clutch, also called dry clutch because no lubricant is used as coolant. These are the main parts of single plate clutch. First part is clutch plate. In single plate clutch, only one clutch plate is used. Clutch plate is the main component of clutches. It is thin disc type metallic plate having both side frictional surfaces. Frictional surfaces on plate must be of such material to provide friction for transmitting torque without slipping. The coefficient of friction of contact surfaces should be high for proper connection without slipping. Clutch plate is assembled in between flywheel and the pressure plate. Next important part is pressure plate. This one is pressure plate. The pressure plate, which is generally made up of cast iron, it helps in applying pressure on clutch plates to maintain the proper contact between the surfaces of flywheel and clutch plate by means of springs which are attached to it. Springs. Springs are used to maintain the pressure on pressure plate for proper connection between clutch plate and flywheel and prevent the slipping of contact surfaces. Another important part is flywheel. Flywheel is attached to engine output and its other side comes in contact with clutch plate when pressure is applied by the pressure plate. These are the main parts of single plate clutch. This is a schematic diagram of the main parts of single plate clutch I have discussed earlier. Clutch disc. This is a schematic diagram of clutch disc. Friction linings. This is torsional spring. This is central hub and this is fusion springs. Clutch disc or friction disc. Lined on both sides with a friction lining similar to brake pads. Various materials have been used for the disc friction facings including asbestos in the past. Modern clutches typically use a compound organic resin with copper wire facing or a ceramic material. Coefficient of friction disc surface is 0.35 for organic and 0.25 for ceramic. Ceramic materials are typically used in heavy applications such as trucks carrying large loads or racing. Hub is connected to the input shaft of the transmission with spilines. Friction linings are separated by springs. These springs allow the linings to slip while engaging and disengaging. Friction linings are connected to the central hub by torsional dampening springs which helps to dampen the shock and isolate engine vibrations. This is the schematic diagram of clutch disc or friction disc. Friction disc, often made of asbestos, must be put in only one way, usually marked. This one fusion springs, spilined drive hub, hub assembly and friction facing. Torsional springs. This is a schematic diagram of torsional springs. It can be spring or rubber. Dampen power impulses from crankshaft. Torsional springs have pins to limit amount of twist. Springs try to keep it centered between pins. Friction disc. Fusion springs wave metal between clutch halves, dampen clutch engagement. This is pressure plate, the diaphragm spring, this one clutch housing, this one pressure plate. Pressure plate applies pressure to the clutch disc by squeezing the clutch disc between itself and the flywheel. Allow the clutch disc to release when vehicle is stopped or driver is shifting gear. This one is cover portion. This one is pressure spring roller. This one is start. This release lever spring. This one is release lever. This one high bolt. This one pin. This one pressure plate. Let's discuss the working principle of single plate clutch. This is a schematic diagram of single plate clutch. The diagram shows the pressure plate pulls back by the release levers against the compression springs so that the friction linings on the clutch plate are free of flywheel and pressure plate. The flywheel rotates without driving the clutch plate and hence the shaft. When the pressure of the thrust press is released, the compression springs are free to move the pressure plate to the left, bringing it in contact with the clutch plate. The pressure plate moves to the left, sliding the clutch plate on its spline half along the driven shaft until the friction lining touches the flywheel. The compression springs now cause the linings to be gripped between the pressure plate and the flywheel, and the friction between the linings and flywheel and pressure plate causes the clutch plate to revolve, turning the driven shaft. This is the basic principle of single plate clutch. What are the advantages of single plate clutch? The working of the single plate clutch is smooth. That is, the engagement and disengagement is very smooth in operation. Less slip occurs in it. Slip is occurs only at the time of engagement. After engagement, no slip occurs and the functioning becomes very smooth. Power losses are very less. Less heat generates because only single plate is used. Heat generation creates problem in power transmission and can damage the working parts. What are the main disadvantages of single plate clutch? It has less torque transmitting capacity. It has bigger in size even for transmitting less torque. It requires high maintenance because they are dry clutches and it is necessary to prevent them from moisture or any leakage of lubricant or oil in machinery. Single plate clutches have high wear and tear rate and have less smooth engagement. Applications of single plate clutch. These are used in large size automobiles where radial space is not constrained, such as trucks and cars. These are all about single plate clutch. Let's discuss multi-plate clutch. Multi-plate clutch consists of more than one clutch plates, contrary to single plate clutch which consists of only one plate. Friction surfaces are made in case of multi-plate clutch. Due to increased number of friction surfaces, a multi-plate clutch can transmit large torque. Therefore, it is used in racing cars and heavy motor vehicles which have high engine power. The clutch plates are alternatively fitted with engine shaft and the shaft of the gearbox. The plates are firmly held by the force of coil springs and they assembled in a drum. This is a schematic diagram of multi-plate clutch. This one is clutch shaft, this one is bearing, fulcrum pin, clutch pedal, friction lining is the pressure plates, flywheel, engine shaft, spring is clutch plate. One plate slides in the grooves on the flywheel and the next plate slides on spines provided on pressure plate. Thus, each alternate plate slides in grooves on the flywheel and the other on spilines of pressure plate. If we take two consecutive plates, then one has inner and other has outer spilines. When the clutch pedal is pressed, the pressure plate moves back against the force of coil spring. Hence, the clutch plates are disengaged and the engine flywheel and gearbox are decoupled. However, when clutch pedal is not pressed, the clutch remain in engaged position and the power can be transmitted from engine flywheel to the gearbox. These are the clutch plates. These are clutch discs. This is a schematic diagram of multiplate clutch. Types of multiplate clutch. There are three types of multiplate clutches. First, spring type multiplate clutch. Second, diaphragm type multiplate clutch. And last one, hydraulic operated or automatic transmission multiplate clutch. Let's discuss one by one. First, spring type multiplate clutch. In this type of multiplate clutch, a cover is bolted to the flywheel. Multiple clutch plate is found on the cover. The outer plates of the clutch apply thrust on the inner plates with the help of clutch springs or thrust springs to form a drive, thereby engaging the plates. For the clutch disengagement, the mechanism withdraws the end plate to compress the springs and release the other plates. Old cars and bikes use this type of clutch. This is a schematic diagram of spring type multiplate clutch. This figure illustrates the layout of a multiplate spring type clutch fitted on early motor cars. A cover bolted to the flywheel engages by means of slots with a series of lugs on the outer plates. These steel plates may be plain or fitted with cork or friction material inserts and act on inner plates. Spilined to a hub, thrust springs push the plates together to form a drive. Second type of multiplate clutch is diaphragm type multiplate clutch. This is a schematic diagram of multiplate clutch of diaphragm type. This type of clutch consists of special crown shaped finger type spring. That is why the name diaphragm type. It does not come with thrust springs or clutches. During engagement of the clutch, the diaphragm bears against the outer ring, and during disengagement, the reaction load is bear by the inner ring. Modern bikes and cars use this type of clutch. Hydraulic operated or automatic transmission multiplate clutch. Automatic transmission vehicles use this type of clutch. A hydraulic device containing highly compressed fluid operating with the accelerated pedal is attached to the multiplate clutch. The engagement and the disengagement of the clutch plates are received by the hydraulic device, which is controlled with the accelerator pedal. What are the basic difference between single and multiplate clutches? The number of pairs of contacting surfaces in the single plate clutch is 1 or at the most 2. These are more number of contacting surfaces in the multi-disc clutch. As the number of contacting surfaces is increased, the torque transmitting capacity is also increased, other conditions being equal. In other words, for a given torque capacity, the size of the multiplate clutch is smaller than that of the single plate clutch, resulting in compact construction. The work done by friction force during engagement is converted into heat. More heat is generated in the multiplate clutch due to increased number of contacting surface. Heat dissipation is a serious problem in the multiplate clutch. Therefore, multiplate clutches are wet clutches while single plate clutches are dry. The coefficient of friction decreases due to cooling oil, thereby reducing the torque transmitting capacity of the multiplate clutch. The coefficient of friction is high in dry single plate clutches. Single plate clutches are used in applications where large radial space is available, such as trucks and cars. Multi-disc clutches are used in applications where compact construction is desirable, such as in scooter and motorcycle. What are the main advantages of multi-plate clutch? Multi-plate clutch transmits high torque because of the number of friction surfaces. The overall diameter of multi-plate clutch is reduced compared to the single plate clutch and transmit the same torque. It is used in heavy vehicle and racing cars to transmit high torque. It is used in two-wheelers where there is a limitation of space. What are the main disadvantages of multi-plate clutch? Multi-plate clutches are too expensive and multi-plate clutches are heavy. What are the applications of multi-plate clutch? The multi-plate clutches are used in racing cars and motorcycles. The multi-plate clutch is used in heavy commercial vehicles to transmit high torque. These are all about single plate clutch and multi-plate clutch. I will discuss other clutches in my next video lecture. If you want to get more videos, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.